Hey guys, welcome to the Japanese Grand Prix here in Season 2 of the My Team. We were on the podium last time out, although only a P3, of course, with the difficulty set at 103 now to really make things a little bit more difficult between now and the end of the season. So we'll see how we get on here in Japan. I was awful in qualifying in the last one, and I'm hoping to be better here to give myself a better chance of finishing as high as possible. We should find out today as well what regulation changes are going to come for Season 3, so we can start spending those resource points that we've been stacking up in anticipation of having to change parts on the car. So we'll wait and see how that goes. We've got a new rivalry with Lewis now, after winning the last one. And I don't think there's anything else left to come on the car at this stage. Oh, there is one engine part that failed that is now definitely going to pass the second time around. But the progress history, Mercedes have made a slight increase in capability between Russia and Japan, but not massive. And when it comes to parts, we're completely fine. We're completely fine on everything. So we look good for the rest of the season, and hopefully we can finish the season well. Join me after practice, and I'll see you in qualifying as well. Bubble! That's not bad. Not a bad practice session. We're about there or thereabouts with the tyre life, so we're not going to be able to do too much strategy-wise. Quali pace-wise, it expects me to qualify about 7th, which means we should get into Q3. Whether we will or not remains to be seen, because we thought we'd get into Q3 in the last Grand Prix on 103 difficulty, and didn't, and qualified 12th. So, time will tell. Time will tell where we're actually going to qualify. I've gone slightly quicker, but... Oh, it's a glitch, is it? 15th, we are just through to Q2. We'll be just in the 25s. 25.8. It's definitely not going to be enough for Q3. It puts me... Oh, 12th. Deja vu. That's where we were in the last Grand Prix. In Russia. Qualified 12th, finished 3rd. Qualified 12th, finished... to be determined. So we start P11 because someone's had a penalty. And that someone is my teammate again. He took a penalty in Russia. He's had to take a penalty again here. He got a 9th-place grid penalty in Russia, and he's now got a massive grid penalty here too. That's not fair. That's not fair. Right, well... Race strategy. It reckons, yes, one stop. Although, I could try... I don't know. I'm going to be really bad with tyre wear, I think. A 2-stop might genuinely be the way forward for me in this race. I'll go soft, medium. I'll stop like 20 on softs. And we'll go to the medium, and then we'll just wait and see. Very narrow. Or it feels very narrow, this start straight. Really good start on the two McLarens. Really good start. They had the inside line, annoyingly. I've managed to dip underneath Lando, though. He's now got the inside line for the left-hander. But we've snuck in there. I think I spun him, actually. And then he's turned back into... Sorry, Lando. I tried to leave you racing room. I evidently didn't leave enough. You see it from behind here. Oh, did he jump on? He did. Lando's on the inside. And he's... Have I left a car's width there? No, I don't think so. I haven't really given Lando anywhere to go there. I've hit him and then he spun on the curb, unfortunately. Caught the McLaren and then... That's my fault. That's my fault. Sorry, Lando.
That's a strong start. Well done.
He's still there. Oh, the speed of the McLaren. Bloody hell. Excuse me, Carlos. I was rude on one McLaren, I was rude on another, but that one was more legitimate.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
P9. think I'm just not very good at this track. I think the difficulty is okay for the car. I'm just really not very good at this track. Should have another set of, yeah, new softs, which I do. And that was the fastest lap of the race, apparently. I'll take it. So I do have the option to two-stop if I want to. Oh, Bottas and Ricciardo getting feisty. Bottas and Ricciardo getting very feisty up front. Ricciardo going for it on Valtteri. Valtteri just straight up ran wide. And he's now going to have the inside line for the next turn. Now Stroll's offline, and Albon's offline as those two are fighting. Contact between the Red Bull and the Racing Point. It is getting really feisty. Really feisty in the midfield. The two Ferrari are disappearing out front. But the fact that Bottas is stuck in like 4th or 5th. That's 4th, isn't it? Bottas is 4th. It means he's not scoring a massive amount of points to catch me up in the championship. I mean, at the minute, I'm only getting 2 myself, so I certainly need to improve my own position. If I was in 9th and Bottas was winning, then I'd be really worried. Thankfully, that isn't the case. This is the lap. Hubert's made the mistake. I am not giving up on this. Should have given up on that. There you go, we managed side by side. Try and take him into the chicane. On the exit of the chicane. There you go.
Good job. Nice overtake.
That was better. They're getting 3 wide behind. Now we need to catch up with those in front. Come here, Lance Stroll. You are next. It was a great first sector. That might have saved our whole race. That one nailed first sector might have saved our whole race to get us within DRS range. Oh, then he fucks up. Of Lance Stroll. Albon's made a mistake and Stroll is past Alex. I imagine it's the same mistake that Hubert made. Boys, we have DRS back again.
Gap to teammate behind is 1.8 seconds.
Oh, big lock up from Stroll. Big lock up. And then he's come back on the track and swerved into Alex Albon. We're all offline now. Deary me, that got a bit hectic for a little while. I'm going to pit this lap and I'm going to two-stop.
Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
I'm going to pit for mediums and I'm going to go long. And then go to softs for a last gasp 12 laps. Or do I go softs now and just try and make the most of soft run? No, I'll go mediums. Mediums now. Softs at the end. Decision made, lads. Thank you for helping me come to the decision. We are doing this together. So, pit stop number 1 then. Oh, dearie me, this is tough. This is a really tough Grand Prix. Need a quick pit stop, please, boys. 3 seconds is not the one. 3 seconds is not the one. At least I'm within DRS range of someone. Hopefully, Charles Leclerc gets stuck in traffic. which it looks like he is suffering from right now. Excuse me. Alright, I need to catch that group in front. No, someone's in. It's Norris. Let me through. Told you they go much slower than me mid-corner, turn 1 and 2. I might have to try and utilise that more often as we try and make our way through and progress past these cars in front. The inside of Spoon. Thank you. Past another Haas.
Nice work, that brings you up a place.
Handful of other cars in the pits now. They've all gone to mediums, so they're surely one stopping. Excuse me. Thank you, George. A number of cars behind me pit now, and we've actually undercut Alex Albon. We've undercut the Red Bull. And we may well undercut another one or two. Ricciardo and Stroll, we might well be able to undercut them by going as long as we have, or pitting early even. Bye, Nicholas. We have undercut Grosjean and Ricciardo, and we're up to P5, and that's Valtteri Bottas in front of us. Has Bottas pit yet, or has he gone to softs? He must have gone to softs. There's no way we caught him up. So Bottas is 2 stopping as well. Valtteri Bottas will be 2 stopping as well. He's gone soft. Charles Leclerc's gone soft. Oh no, they've gone medium soft, of course. Mercedes have not been able to utilise their medium tyres. They've not gone as long as them as you would have expected them to do. But by pitting as early as we did, we have undercut Albon, Stroll and Ricciardo. We have undercut Albon, Stroll and Ricciardo. If we can make this tyre set last to the end of the race, we might be able to get ahead of Charles as well. But I doubt we'll be able to do that. We'll have to pit again for softs, probably. But for the drivers, you're right, for the Drivers' Championship, we are focusing on Valtteri Bottas. I have no idea where we're going to finish this Grand Prix. For the time being, our pit strategy has worked.
The gap to the car ahead is 2.9 seconds.
But I'm not sure how long it will have worked for. I've gone from hunting to being the hunted, because Ricciardo and co are now going to try and zoom in on me, and my tyres are already 10% worn when theirs are fresh. There's a yellow flag. Oh, there's a yellow flag because Valtteri Bottas just put it in the wall and he's out of the race. He's taking his wheel off and everything. Scenes in Japan. Can you believe it? Valtteri Bottas has binned it and he's out of the Japanese Grand Prix. Coming round Les Mots 2, I've never seen this. He bins it there, loses it again, hits the wall, out. Out. Valtteri Bottas might just have conceded the World Championship with that mistake. Unbelievable from Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri Bottas out of the Japanese Grand Prix. Safety car, safety car, safety car.
Reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
So now what do I do? Because if I box for a set of new mediums now, I could probably make the end of the race. It is gonna replace my wing. It didn't replace my wing. And I can't change it now I'm in the pits. I mean, if I hadn't noticed that my wing was gone, then it's pointless. Excuse me, Daniel. Coming through. Thank you. P13. So whatever points we score today, if we get points, which we should do, any points we score today will be extending our advantage over Valtteri Bottas by that amount. I think it was 32 points between us. So they're 3 wide into... Oh my god, they're 3 wide into 130R. Lewis is down to 10th, and Lewis has gone to softs. Lewis still has to... No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. We will have to pit again. There's no way he's making softs last this long. Somehow we're up into 11th now.
Have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Lewis is probably going to have to pit again, because those softs aren't going to last. So actually, it's really, really, really not worked at all for Mercedes. Regardless, all right, for Lewis Hamilton. Obviously, it's not worked well for Mercedes because Bottas has crashed out. But now there's a safety car. Lewis had to pit for softs. And because everyone else now has been able to make their pit under the safety car, or had just made their pit and has now had the opportunity to save some fuel and some tyre life, Lewis now will have to make his way through the pack and pit again for another set of softs. Lewis has another set of softs to go to. He's not going to finish the race on the set of tyres that he's on right now. This is just wasting time for Lewis and ruining his Grand Prix. Who's going to go where through 130R? No one's doing anything. Everybody's staying where they are. Everybody wants the DRS, don't they? Put myself in the grass there.
We're trailing our teammate by 3.2 seconds.
Ricciardo and Grosjean getting feisty. Grosjean has taken Ricciardo. Grosjean around the outside of Daniel Ricciardo at turn 1. That was a hell of a move. So was that. Oh my god. Around the outside of Lewis Hamilton. Oh no, he's going to have the pace to get back at me. Oh my god, yeah he is. Christ alive. Oh, Lewis! Bounced over the curb and into me. Christ alive. How was this remove around the outside of Lewis? See you. And then he just has the outright pace to just blitz around the outside of me. He bounces across the curb like that and ran straight into me. Stroll was all over him and passed, and now Lewis is going to get past as well, and comfortably so. I don't know whether Daniel Ricciardo maybe has some damage. Oh, Daniel's got no straight line speed.
Nice move. Good job.
Into the points. We are extending our lead over Valtteri Bottas by a single point. DRS.
Green flag gap to teammate ahead
Yellow flag
is
somewhere else.
5.4.
Yellow flag behind us. A Red Bull has... Was it Danny Rick? I spinned it. Daniel Ricciardo has literally just put it straight in the gravel. Lewis is well and truly gone. No surprise he's put the fastest lap of the race in. Oh my god, the speed differential here. Past Grosjean, we're up to P8. Hopefully Lewis gets a little bit stuck behind Dubert and they can slow each other down. Because otherwise we've got a bit of a battle on our hands to make it further forward than this.
2.5 seconds.
Come on, Em.
We're starting to catch the car in
Give me
front.
P7.
We need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Oh, forced him into the mistake. And we're through. Forced him deep into the mistake, off the track, and we've made the pass. Pressure pays. Where were we at the safety car? P5? P5 or P6, wasn't it? So we've not really lost any time. Or we've not really lost position, really. We've lost time. We could potentially have been up where Jack Aitken is. But my tyres would have been so much more worn than everybody else's by this stage. Like, my tyres are 25% worn now. They would have been 35% worn if we'd have stayed out. Albon made a mistake. He's got DRS, though. That could save him.
Teammate by 7.0 seconds.
Albon's tyres are giving up on him. This is why our pit stop under the safety car at the time didn't make much sense. But now it's all coming to us in the last few laps as their tyres are just that little bit more old and more worn than ours. They're starting to give way at the back. Maybe we might see some more mistakes creep in from the AI, from Albon, from Stroll. We might be able to pounce. Max Verstappen set the fastest lap from P1. Is he going to go for it into the chicane, maybe? Tell you what, I might. Got a real run on Alex now. P5. With 4 laps to go, we're after P4. Can I get Lance? I think the answer is going to be yes. Around the outside into turn 1. All but wide. But we've now got the inside line for the next ton. There we go, P4. Oh, that was a bit leery. I didn't think he was going to leave me enough room on the outside there. I had to touch the grass to try and get past. Gasly's just... Whoa. Gasly's just disappeared down the road whilst we've all been scrapping with one another. He's like, "Time very much. I'll take a podium. Cheers. Goodbye." So it's going to be a 2... It's going to be a 2-4. A 2-4 for Chesnoid Racing. Unless Gasly closes the 2-second gap down to Aitken. I've not seen how that gap has been going, which way. Max Verstappen another fastest lap. So by finishing P4, we will add another 10 points. Add another 10 points to our advantage over Valtteri because he's crashed out. So it'll be 42 points, I believe, between myself and Valtteri Bottas in second in the driver's standings. With Bottas crashing out and Hamilton having been screwed over by the resulting safety car and now being well outside the points. Myself and Jack scoring well again. will also help firm our grip on the Constructors' Championship. Jack's driven superbly and has gone from 15th to 2nd. We've gone 12th to 4th. He's gone 15th to 2nd. That's how good this car is. Max Verstappen with another fastest lap of the race to end the Grand Prix. We put in a 1:28 flat, which was my fastest lap of the race, but certainly wasn't going to get that fastest lap point. Oh, after a terrible qualifying again, we have recovered, and unsurprisingly, Jack Aitken does get driver of the day. He absolutely deserves that. Absolutely deserves that.
Done it then. Here at Suzuka, a brilliant win on this beloved figure-of-8 circuit. Tell me, Ant, how do you think
Max.
they were able to deliver such
GG.
an incredible result today?
Well earned, my man. Well earned.
Race, didn't it? It's hard to say
Big
exactly
race for
what
Max.
would have happened without it, but there's
And here we are, a team that is no stranger to the
Oh yeah,
podium,
we get 12 for
taking their
P4,
place
don't we?
on
Not
top
10.
once again.
12 for
A
P4.
sublime race today and a stunning win for Ferrari.
Half-hearted shaky bottle for Jack because my bottle's still open. Congratulations, Jack, on your podium.
And after this round of the
So
World
for the
Championship, here's
World
how
Championship,
things look in the drivers'
44
table.
points
What
at the
increases
top.
their championship lead? Some
44
amazing
points.
talents out on the track today. But Anthony, who would
And in
you pick as
Constructors,
your
it's up
driver
to
of the day?
72.
Aitken gets my vote today.
Up to
Let's
72.
move
Pierre
on to the
Gasly goes up to
Constructors.
11th in the
Currently
standings with that
continue to extend their lead at the top.
3rd place. Thank you for the
After
bits,
an event
Sesti.
like that, who knows what the sport
Sainz
has
is
in
up to
store for us
15th,
next time.
overtaking
Be sure to
Lando.
join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement.
And next up is United States. We're still losing the rivalry with Lewis as he out-qualified me, but we outperformed him in the race. So things are kind of status quo there. There's only 4 races to go. United States, Mexico,
Morning, boss. This week's income from the sponsors
Brazil and,
is clear.
and
We're making
Abu
a good
Dhabi.
profit against our running
But
costs.
we've got loads of money in the bank. We've got loads of time to help train up. Can we do any more to Jack? We can't. Okay, so I've got 7 days to use. Aerodynamics, durability. I'm just going to do stuff for the team, I think. Because we're not going to be spending any more resource points at this stage. For the time being, at least. Because we're waiting for the regulation changes. I appreciate it, Rendezvous. Thank you very much, my man. See as we advance to the Circuit of the Americas if any other teams have actually made another step towards us as we haven't gone forwards. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Let's have a look, shall we? It's going to be a wet race. Oh, definitely not using the wheel. It's going to be a wet race for the United States Grand Prix. A wet race. Yuck. Not looking forward to that. Not looking forward to that at all. Let's have a look. R&D progress. Oh, we made a little bit of an improvement with that engine part, and Mercedes have mirrored that. In fact, maybe slightly improved a little bit more. Red Bull have shot up above Ferrari again, but look at that cluster in the middle. There's no wonder it's such a battle in the midfield. And Paul Williams, still waiting for that performance update, patch-wise, falling by the wayside. So, still not sure what regulation changes there are going to be for next season. But if we haven't heard anything by this point, does this mean we're not getting any? I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm really not sure. Still the fastest car. I'll use all of these parts for practice, but I will swap out now for races. Practice can be done with all the part 4 or the last parts in the line. Energy store will be fine. And then we'll switch back for races now. 4 races to go in the season. 44 points the gap at the top of the standings. Do drop the video a like if you're watching on YouTube and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. But for now, that's all for this YouTube video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.